I need me a property in London, but house prices are way too high. Great condition? Nah. I need me a house I can flip. A house that could do with some vision, some TLC, and maybe a bit of magic. This is right up my alley.
Oh, hi, what are you guys doing here? Come in. Hey guys, welcome back to my vlog. So today we're going to be doing the paneling for this wall, which is going to be where the dining table is. Just going to be there, the dining table. As you can see, I've marked out exactly all the measurements and the lines for where the rail is going to go all the way to the top. So I thought I'd just show you what equipment you're going to need to do this. First of all, obviously you're going to need the Dado rails, enough for depending on how big your wall is. You're going to need a spirit level, nice long one, pencil, pink grip, mitre block and a tape measure, and also obviously the caulking gun for that. And you're going to need a saw for this. I'm going to do it by hand. I thought no point using the mitre saw, so it's a nice DIY job that you guys can do yourself. You don't need any fancy machinery, so let's see how this turns out. Right, so this is the first small bottom panel that's been cut without the 45 degrees angles yet. So what I've done is just done a little jig so I can just place it on. Here, let me just show you. So obviously here, this is where I want a corner joint. This is where I want them to meet. So if I put this here, I know I have to cut at this angle, and then same for here. I'll put it here. I know to cut at this angle. So now I've marked them out. They're the angles that I'm going to need. So if I cut one there, and this one like that, at a degree angle, I should get a corner exactly like that. So that's just a little tip for you guys if you haven't done it before. It's the easiest way. Guys, have a look. I've just cut all the angles as you've seen. So now obviously because of my jig I haven't made any wrong cuts and they all line up perfectly. So yeah, so now basically repeat that for all the small ones 4 more times, and then the big ones obviously exactly the same process. Before I show you quickly how I'm applying the pink stuff. So basically what I do is I do it in a zigzag shape, just like this. Just make sure it's evenly coated on there. Just like that. And not all the walls are straight, so if there is a bit of a gap, what I did was I test it without the adhesive first, mark out where there's a bit of a gap, and then just add a few more blobs on there just to even up the gap a little bit. And yeah, that's it. So what I was trying to explain before as to the gaps, because of the wall, as you can see, I've marked out here an X all the way down to about there. You can see just on the side, if I turn it, there is a bit of a gap, so that's why I put the extra adhesive, just so it fills in the gap. But that little gap that's left will be filled with the caulking, so it will be nice and flush. Guys, so now that I've filled and sanded all the corners, as you can see, what we're going to do now is we're going to caulk all the little gaps there. So what you're going to need for this is just normal decorator's caulk and your caulking gun, and a little tip. If you just get a little lollipop stick, I'll show you what we're going to do with a lollipop stick. There you go. Quick little tip, lollipop stick. Gives a nice little perfect caulk. Guys, as you can see, everything's been caulked and prepared for painting. I'll just show you how it's come out. All the caulking, nice clean edges with the lollipop stick trick. Looks nice and clean, there's no gaps now, it's all dried. These little knots here are from where the branches were on the tree. Once you paint these rails, the knots can seep through the paint, so in order to prevent that, we're going to use some knotting solution. What we're going to do is paint on top of these, basically painting from here to about here. That will prevent the knots seeping through the paint, and obviously it will give a better finish. So what I'm going to do now is just start putting this knotting solution on all these little knots that we have here, and then we're going to be ready to paint. Guys, first coat of paint is on. Nice and quick with my sprayer. What do you guys think? Good. Now, all you have to do is wait until it dries, and then second and final coat. Lovely.
Thanks guys, make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more videos and updates.